This is the Empire State for Morocco, Virginia Republic. All rise and stand and remain standing into perpetuity. This is a sovereign living ancient Article 3, Moorish American Moroccan court action, financing statement and foreclosure command. We are the sovereign living justice in capitis diminutio nolo, in red ink, in propria persona sui juris, in proprio solo, and in proprio heredes. All Moors are the original indigenous, sovereign, ancient, Moroccan, Moorish American ascendants of the great pharaohs of Kemet and the ancient Moabites and the Canaanites. My free Moorish appellation is Karimah Kenisha Lashan El Bay, in all red ink, in capitis diminutio nolo and solo, in propria persona sui juris, in proprio heredes, at all times and at all points in time. My sovereign living born appellation is Kenisha Lashan Lamb, in red ink, in capitis diminutio nolo and solo, in propria persona sui juris, in proprio heredes, at all times and at all points in time. I hereby terminate all de facto corporate contracts, non pro tunc. Our full faith and trust, our allegiance, our credit, our energy are hereby vested in ourselves, for we are the people who are the original, indigenous, natural, divine, ancient Empire State for Morocco, and the de jure Moorish National Republic Federal Government, the Universal Moorish American Consulate, Washington District for Columbia, and the Article 3 Moorish American Consular Court. We are the sovereign fiduciaries, receivers, secured creditors, executors, trustees, ministers, claimants, and beneficiaries in this concluding calls for action. We are peace. We are one nation, one state, one empire, and one God. We hereby accept our sovereign ascension, issue a state and federal creditors bill for possession against all judgment debtors, and exercise all sovereign rights at this time and at all points in time, non pro tunc. The date the subjects and custodians are commanded to appear is today, January 30th, 2023, Greco-Roman year and 1443, Moorish calendar year. This court is presiding 24 hours a day and 7 days a week. The cause for action is unlawful occupation of sovereign indigenous land. This court has sovereign jurisdiction in all matters on our land. This Article 3 court is calling all corporate citizens, subjects, custodians, and all principals, agents, heirs, assigns, and all derivatives thereof. The subjects are commanded to appear when their name is called. This court calls forth Portfolio Recovery Associates, Inc., calls for action number 44, and all agents, heirs, principals, assigns, and derivatives thereof. Come forward, Portfolio Recovery Associates, Inc., and all agents, heirs, principals, assigns, and any derivatives thereof. Red Lobster Hospitality, LLC, and all agents, heirs, principals, assigns, and all derivatives thereof, calls for action number 45. Vanderbilt Property Management, LLC, and all agents, heirs, principals, assigns, and all derivatives thereof, calls for action number 46. Come forward. Thai Union, and all agents, heirs, principals, assigns, and all derivatives thereof, calls for action number 47. Come forward. The Henry and Marilyn Tubb Foundation, and all agents, heirs, principals, assigns, and all derivatives thereof, come forward, calls for action number 48. PHI, and all agents, heirs, principals, assigns, and all derivatives thereof, calls for action number 49. Come forward. Charter Oak Equity, calls for action number 50. come forward. All agents, heirs, principals, agents, heirs, and assigns, and all derivatives thereof. Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Calls for action number 51. All agents, heirs, principals, assigns, and all derivatives thereof for Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Come forward. Pfizer Inc., Pfizer Incorporated. Calls for action number 52. All agents, heirs, principals, assigns, and all derivatives thereof for Pfizer Incorporated. Come forward. Moderna Incorporated. Calls for action number 53. All agents, heirs, principals, assigns, and all derivatives thereof come forward for Moderna Incorporated. King County. Calls for action number 54. All agents, heirs, principals, assigns, and any and all derivatives thereof for King County come forward. You will be asked 3 questions to which you will answer no if the answer is no and yes if the answer is yes. Any other questions you may have will be answered by sovereign affidavit. This sovereign court has jurisdiction in all matters non pro tunc and at all times. State your name and nationality for the record and on the record to let the record show. Do you understand that no United States corporation, company, citizen, nor their agents, principals, heirs, assigns, nor any derivatives thereof has personam, nor territorial, nor jurisdiction, nor subject matter jurisdiction over any more? Do you understand that you are bound by the Treaty for Peace and Friendship, 1786 and 1836? Do you understand that you are bound by the Constitution for the United States, 1789 and 1791? For the record, on the record, and to let the record show, Moorish American nationals do not suffer from constitutional psychopathic inferiority. Moors are not Negro, colored, black, African Americans, persons, corporate persons, 14th Amendment persons, or any of the brands and tags that have been placed upon them, which denote to chattel property and forced servitude. Moorish American nationals are not above the law or the government. Moorish American nationals are the law and the government. Moorish American nationals are not sovereign citizens. Those terms do not go together. That is considered an oxymoron and contradictory to linguistics. Moors are creditors and not debtors on our sovereign lands. Federal Reserve debt notes have been forever outlawed on our land. Gold-backed sovereign Moorish dollarium is lawful currency, non pro tunc. This government speaks by sovereign universal affidavit. You have 60 seconds to respond to this sovereign affidavit. Silence is acquiescence, therefore. Those who do not speak when commanded have consented to our universal jurisdictional authority by way of this sovereign court action, as the corporate parties did fail to appear and or respond point for point. The corporation, company, citizens, custodians, subjects, and all agents, heirs, principals, assigns, and all derivatives thereof were commanded to appear and state their name and nationality for the record to the people, who are the Moorish National Republic Federal Government, Moorish American Consulate, sovereign, universal, ancient, natural, divine heirs at the Empire State for Morocco, Al-Morocco, North America, Central America, South America, all adjoining islands, northwest of Maxim, northwest Africa. The corporation, company, citizens, custodians, subjects, and all agents, heirs, principals, assigns, and all derivatives thereof are subject to the Moorish National Republic federal government. You are subject to the Moors. You are subject to the Moorish American nationals at all times, non pro tonque. This cause for action is now adjourned. Islam, Islam, Islam.